Hello everyone! Welcome back to Red Doe Reads. Today we have r/Am I the Butthole? If you want me to cover some specific subreddit in the next video, leave it in the comments. Am I the butthole for telling all my family that if I'm babysitting, there are no rules? My family tends to stick me, 18-year-old female, with my nieces and nephews when we get together. I am also the go-to for babysitting. I do not get paid for this because since my siblings watched me when I was little, I owe them. I don't really mind. I love all the kids and they're well-behaved and polite, with me at least, because I do not put up with their crap. I established dominance early with all of them. I also have no craps to give when it comes to the rules regarding watching them. I would never allow them to get hurt or anything, I just won't follow a huge list of rules. If you want your kid to eat vegan, then you better bring a vegan meal for them. Otherwise, they get pizza, or dino nuggets, or hot dogs. If they aren't allowed to watch woke movies or TV, so it's up to you to provide a TV and media, because I am putting on Frozen or something. My parents keep telling me that I have to follow the rules when I'm babysitting. I just keep asking why. What's the worst anyone can do to me? Take away my free babysitting? Oh, poor me? We are in Jasper right now and it's been hot AF. So I took the kiddos cliff jumping at a horseshoe lake. I brought them back wet and filthy. Everyone told me I was being a crap babysitter. I offered a full refund. Then I went and got a beer with some friends I made at the lake. I have a full scholarship. When I turned 18, I also got a small inheritance. It's enough that I won't have to work for spending money during my university years and put a down payment on a house. I'll probably leave it though. I literally do not need financial help from my family, so they have no hold over me. My siblings and I all got the exact same inheritance, except I was only 3 when my grandmother passed away, so it's been collecting compound interest for almost 20 years. My trust fund is about 4 times what my siblings each got. My family thinks I'm being an entitled butt, but they also won't pay me. I am more than willing to follow any rule I am paid to follow. Oh, totally not the butthole. Are you kidding me? Siblings get free services, full board by the way, food's included. Their kids must be happy AF because they do all sorts of fun stuff. But in the end, you're unhappy with it. In the very rare occasions I babysit my niece, I do not get paid, but I do not expect to get paid for that. My sister's only requirement is to give my niece back alive and intact. Bonus points if entertained. But other than that, no rules, obviously. Y'all, we finally hit 200 subscribers! I am so happy. Do you think we could hit 250 until the end of this week? It sounds minor, I know, but for me it's such a big deal. So if you can, hit a subscribe and you will make my day. Am I the butthole for embarrassing my parents in family therapy? I am 15 male, in family therapy with my parents and my sisters, Alicia, 13 female, and Kylie, 12 female. Therapy is pretty new and not going so well. We're not a close family, we have a lot of issues, and I know we have extra stresses because Alicia has a lot of complex medical issues and she cannot do everything Kylie and I can. She needs a wheelchair sometimes, she's on a lot of meds. But she can be fine sometimes too and can enjoy life. But she has limitations, we don't. And my parents make me feel like they want me to be another adult and not one of their kids. They don't like me spending time with friends. They say I could be home, helping, taking care of my sisters, or doing stuff at home for them. When I do go, they can make me take one or both sisters, get angry if Alicia cannot join. If I'm forced to take one of my sisters or both, I cannot have fun. I get stuck making sure they're okay. Even birthday parties, like at places and not kid parties anymore. I can be forced to bring them when they're not invited and I get to watch them have fun. If I have fun at something and my sisters don't, then I get in trouble. Happened during our last field trips. I had a great time. Alicia had to leave early because she was sick. Kylie had such a bad time. I told Grandpa I had a great time and my parents berated me for it. While Kylie got to talk about how fun my best friend's birthday at the trampoline park was, and she didn't get into trouble for Alicia being jealous and missing out like I would. I got berated for not having fun though, for acting spoiled that I didn't have a good time. They get mad if I don't buy my sister's birthday and Christmas gifts. They get mad that I get gifts from my best friend's parents. They get mad that I get involved in my best friend's family events as a friend for him to hang out with, and it's made clear my sisters aren't invited, even if it's something they could be included in. My parents get annoyed when I confide in Grandpa, but they also get annoyed if I tell them how they make me feel. Alicia hates being left out, which I get, but I'm the only one my parents get angry with for it. Now we're in family therapy. My parents are using it to talk about how awful I am. They say I'm making life harder for everyone. They didn't expect me to say how things really are, but I did. After my parents said I act like a 5-year-old who doesn't like being the center of attention, I brought up in therapy how they treat me and how I feel like they take their frustration about Alicia requiring so much care out on me. How I'm held to a higher standard and they want me to be an adult and not a kid. I said they cannot stand me having fun without my sisters or seeing me being the only one having fun, but almost like it when I'm the one not having fun. My parents got so pissed at me after the session and accused me of embarrassing them. I told them they just didn't want me to speak so openly in front of my sisters, which is why they include them. Am I the butthole? I was looking through comments and I have stumbled upon this comment I will read you. Therapist here. A lot of people start couples or family therapy because they want the therapist to help them bully the other person or people into admitting fault and deferring to them. While it's true that admitting fault is a desirable part of the process, there should be more than one person accepting responsibility for their role in the problem. There is a dynamic involved in the family processes, and a dynamic always involves more than one person. If your parents aren't ready to embrace these concepts, they are unlikely to continue with the therapy, to be honest. Without everyone being honest about their feelings and perceptions, it's not going to help. Continue being direct with them. It's supposed to be a safe place for you to share your experiences without fear of retribution, not the butthole. Oh wow, I love Reddit for it, because you can get a feedback from any kind of person there, even therapists, especially therapists. But yeah, OP's parents are just toxic. I just hope that nothing majorly bad will happen during these 3 years and he will just move away to just go to college or to get employed or something, and he will not have to stay in this situation. Am I the butthole for not punishing my daughter for what she said? My husband and I are slightly more well off than my sister's family. Because of this, my parents do more for them than they do for us. When it comes to gifts, my daughter, Maddie, she's 7, get things from the dollar store, while my nephews get whole Lego sets, iPads, and even Disney trips. If my sister needs babysitting, they will drop everything for her last minute. If I need it, I have to give them a 2 weeks heads up as well as a proper payment. Because of this clear favoritism, my daughter doesn't have a good relationship with them. If you ask her about her grandparents, her mind automatically goes to my husband's parents, because she forgets that she has 2 pairs. Earlier today, we're having a rare meetup with my parents. My daughter asked if she can go on the trampoline outside. My dad said no, because it's for my nephews. My daughter begged, but dad still said no. Maddie then stomps away and said, "This is why I like other grandma and grandpa more." My parents looked at me expectantly, but I didn't do anything. I recently got off a call with my mom saying I should have told Maddie that was wrong to say. I told her, "What do you expect? She thinks you'll hate her, and you'll do nothing to dispel those thoughts." She just got quiet for a bit, then said I still shouldn't let her say something like that to family, and hung up. My husband is on my side, but also he isn't a fan of my family, so I need an outside opinion. Am I the butthole? Also, there is an edit. To make some of you feel better, we do not bring her around them often. She only sees them on holidays with the rest of our extended family. We were only visiting today to get something I was left in a will. As for babysitting, I have only asked twice in extreme emergencies, and they said no. I have talked to them about this, but they say it's not favoritism. She just needs less help because we're better off. I just got off the phone with my uncle. Apparently, Dad called him ranting about how disrespectful we are. Apparently, this all stems from me going to college. Dad said since I had to be all hoity-toity and go to college, I shouldn't need his help, and I should be living the easy life. He also said I'm selfish for trying to take help away from those who need it. Not sure what to think about all that. He's never brought up having a problem with that before. I'm going to discuss this with the rest of the family because with the holidays approaching, I don't want to cut everybody else out to avoid them. So I'm going to ask how they feel about all this. Well, I think OP's parents clearly confuse being grandparents and babysitting. Also, I thought that if you don't go to college, but your kid gets to go to college, you would be proud of them. Clearly, OP's father has some kind of insecurity about him not going to college, but it's just so weird to take it out on his own daughter. Am I the butthole for asking my friend to pay me back for a break in an expensive skincare product? A few days ago, I, 24-year-old female, hosted a sleepover with two of my friends, both also 24. At the end of the night, while we were all taking off our makeup, I told them they could use any of the skincare products in my bathroom cabinet. I'm really into skincare and have a variety of products ranging from drugstore to high-end. A few moments later, one of my friends, Jane, told me she accidentally dropped and broke one of my skincare products. It was the SK2 Pitera Essence, which retails for about 134 Canadian dollars, which is almost $100 American. The bottle is made of glass, so it is quite fragile. It was about 80% full since I had just bought it a couple of weeks earlier. She apologized and said she felt really bad. I told her it was fine, but when I mentioned the cost, she was shocked. I then asked if it would be possible for her to pay me back, not the full price, but at least part of it. She seemed uncomfortable and said she didn't think she should have to pay since it was an accident and I had offered for her to use the products in the first place. Since then, it's been awkward between us, and we haven't spoken. Our other friend who was there isn't taking sides and is staying neutral about the whole situation. Am I the butthole for asking her to cover the cost of the broken product? And there is an edit. I want to thank everybody for their input. I didn't expect this story to get that much attention. I've been reading the responses you guys left, and just to clarify some things. I didn't tell my friends about the price beforehand because it would be kinda awkward to say, hey, you can use my stuff, but be careful, it's really expensive. I trusted my friends to use my products responsibly. I keep all my skincare in the same cabinet regardless of cost, because I use them on a daily basis, so it's just more practical. Jane is not wealthy, but she's financially stable. She admitted that she knew it was an expensive product, she's heard of the brand before, but didn't realize it was that expensive. This isn't a hill I wanna pass away on, so I'm not going to press the issue further with Jane. I texted her to let her know she doesn't have to reimburse me. Thank you again for all the perspectives. Well, obviously not the butthole. I don't think the friend is butthole either. But I don't know, I just get quite unpleasant vibes from Jane. It is just basic human decency. If you break something that is not yours, you apologize and offer to reimburse for it, right? No matter if it is an expensive product or a cheap product, it's just something you do. Obviously, OP really cares about Jane, so she doesn't want any reimbursement. But I just wonder if it would be something more expensive, like a laptop, for example, or a TV. If she would break that or scratch it, would she offer to reimburse OP? Or again, the point of, oh, I didn't do it on purpose. Frankly, I always find the point of, ooh, I didn't do it on purpose, very childish. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed. You can also watch this awesome video or that awesome playlist. See you next time!